I'm Wingabiye Rose. Professionally, I'm a teacher. That's what I studied, and about what I have been doing, been into social work before. I've done social work roles and also customer service. So those are the different fields I've done before joining GPAP program. GPAP program, I realized that it was targeting fresh graduates and career changes, and I wanted to change career. So I thought that I was part of their target audience or customers, because it is more of about an apprenticeship or training people who are willing maybe to pivot to another career, or people who are just done with the school. I wanted to change to human resource. Why human resource? As a person with a background in teaching, social work, and customer service, I thought that this career would be a great choice for me, because even human resource is about people and culture. It's about business and people. And even in my recent, in my previous work experiences, I've been working, like my roles have been around, they have been people focused. On a scale of 10, I can say 2, because as a person who was just beginning, I didn't know much knowledge about human resource. I just knew just a little things about it. Maybe the key skill, especially in human resource, I can point out, it's just basically the recruitment. I didn't know how to do the recruitment process, maybe on the job boards. So, but we've been trying to use different platforms, maybe LinkedIn and Brighter Monday. So the process of recruitment, before even going to the posting and all that, you have to first know exactly where the skill gap is, which type of employees do you need. Then after realizing that, then you go into thinking about the type of the job you're going to put out there. So you go into posting, you draft the job adverts, then you receive the applications, you go into screening, you go to interviewing until you go to the onboarding. Besides recruitment, of course, there is onboarding and also training, learning and development, and employee relations and team building activities. So basically, that is what I can say that I can confidently do. Before I joined, like you said, I gave myself, I was like, on a scale of 10, maybe I would say I was at a 2. But right now, I can confidently say that maybe, yeah, I can give myself a 7. The collaborative activities that do happen in this program, I can say how they have shaped my leadership roles, because maybe if I'm to first mention about those activities that we do here. Sometimes we do have, I might call them field workshops, if I might call them field or external workshops. So sometimes you are told to go there, maybe within a group, maybe with your team members, or sometimes it depends. Sometimes you can even be delegated to go there alone. So that one gives you confidence that you can go maybe for a workshop, attend, attain knowledge, and also come back and do a report about it. So that basically teaches you to how you can have self-responsibility. When it comes to corporate governance, there are quite different pillars. And what stands out always for me best, it is fairness. But maybe if I'm to first talk about other pillars. So we know corporate governance entails more about accountability, responsibility, transparency, and fairness. But when you were to wrap it up all, I would choose fairness. Why? Because why do you want to be responsible? Why do you want to be accountable? Why do you want to be transparent? So you find that even the other core ones, you want to be transparent, you want to be accountable, you want to make sure that your organization stands on responsibility, because it creates fairness. Also, we always do have also our team buildings here, team building activities in our program. And when those team building activities do happen, every person like you have to lead when your day comes. So basically, when you're given a role and you're the one supposed to lead, it shapes you on how you're going to execute that activity, and it comes out. For the activities and the responsibilities that I have ever been given in this program, it was about implementing, thinking about the KPIs, the departmental KPIs for Tech Buzz Hub. So I did that. I was able to create those KPIs and also shared them to the colleagues in different departments. So I can say during that time when I was given that activity, I managed to do it, executed it, and I managed as well to share those KPIs. So I can say I was proud of myself that moment because it was my very first time to do that. I think a GPAP program is different from these usual trainings that do happen, because these are the usual trainings, I could say. They're just more of theoretical, if I might say. Just give you knowledge, go for a workshop, they present, give you, but this is real work experience. If I was hired today, I would first look at the health of the business as well. Like I said, HR is not just about handling employees, but also minding about the business or the strategy of the business as well. So how would I maybe add value, like you said? First of all, value is also relative. It depends. It can be financial, it can be advisory, it can be, like you can create value in different forms. So, but basically I would first look at compliance issues in the company. Because sometimes there are certain things you could find that a company is not paying attention to, yet it can cost them very heavily when it comes maybe legally to legal issues. So I would first look out a few gaps that are there in compliance maybe in the company, and we see, because as an HR, if you don't advise that, it can bring very heavy legal consequences to the company. But if you're able to advise the company that this should be in place and they avoid legal issues or costs, that is a value to the company, that you've managed to advise the company so that they handle compliance issues. Yes, of course, I would recommend any person out there. Maybe you could be a fresh graduate, just fresh from school, and you need experience. Employers are also a bit tricky. When you have experience, they ask for qualifications. When you have qualifications, they ask for experience, so meaning that they want both. So GPAP program is there to give you the experience that employers want. What next after GPAP? What next is to put into practice what I have learned. Before I would even fear to apply for a human resource role. Though I always wanted, I had passion, I always wanted that one day I would go and do something into human resource, but I had fear. Now at least I am confident that at least I can be able to compete for the human resource roles. Knowing that at least if I've been asked, what can you offer, which area of human resource do you think that you will be, I can confidently say that at least I can help out in talent acquisition. Okay? I can at least say that, I can help out maybe on onboarding process. Maybe I can do this. So at least with that, yeah. But I didn't know that. So that's what I'm saying. These apprenticeship programs are really very, very crucial for someone who is looking for experience and who wants to learn.